Okay, definition 4.5 says that the natural log is defined by the property that ln of x equals b if and only if e to the b equals x. So in other words, if ln of x equals some output b, then e to the b is going to be equal to the original input x. This is the same thing as saying that ln of x and e to the x are inverse functions of each other. And in example 412, we're asked to fill out these tables and then plot the two graphs of f of x equals e to the x, and then f inverse of x is equal to natural log of x. So we'll start by plotting e to the x, which we've already done before. We know that f of 0 is 1, so you should have 0 comma 1, and then e to the 1 is just e, so that's 1 comma e, and then we'll have 2 comma e squared, 3 comma e cubed, negative 1 e to the minus 1, negative 2 e to the minus 2, and then negative 3 e to the minus 3. I'll just plot this in blue real quick. So this is 1, and e is like 2.72. E squared is already 7, so this graph grows really quickly. It starts off down by 0, it goes through 0, 1, it goes through 1e, and then 2e squared, 3e cubed, etc. And now we want to fill out this other table for ln of x. And since ln of x is the inverse, we know that if you plug in e to the 0, you should get 0 back. So that says that this is e to the 0 comma 0, or 1 comma 0 is a point on the graph. So that'd be right here. And then if you plug in e to the 1, you should get 1 back. So that means e comma 1 would be something like right there. You know, it's the mirror image of that point. So that's e comma 1. And then e squared is going to kick out 2. So e squared 2 would be something like over here. And then e cubed 3 is going to be off the graph. But it would be way to the right over there. So that's off the graph already. Oops. Let me zoom back in. And then if I plug in e to the minus 1, I should get negative 1. Because ln is going to undo that. E to the minus 1. So e to the minus 1 comma 1 would be, negative 1 would be like right there. And then e to the minus 2 comma negative 2 would be like right there. E to the minus 3 negative 3 would be right there. And the point is that the red curve and the blue curve are mirror images across the line y equals x. So for every point here, its mirror image would be like right there. This point here should have a mirror image right there. So if you go through 2 comma e, if the blue curve goes through 2 comma e squared, then the red curve is going to go through e squared comma 2. So you're switching the roles of x and y, essentially. And that is the definition of inverses. So the point here is that natural log of x is just the inverse of e to the x, and that's its sole purpose in life.